Hi, this is Tim Mai. Welcome to the 1000 Deals in 30 Days Challenge. We are on day number 22. Congratulations! Yay! You've made it this far. We've almost done here. We're in the 4th week of the challenge here. And we are on module number 4, how to close, get paid, rinse and repeat this entire process over, okay? And so in today's lesson, you're going to learn how to coordinate closings with title companies, or in your case, if it's if you're in a state where most closings are done by attorneys, then that's fine too, right? How to coordinate closings with them. The process should be the same whether it's title company or attorney. Okay, now what you need to do at this point is to submit all of the contracts. Okay, submit all of the contracts from that you have from the contract between the wholesaler and the seller, the assignments between the wholesaler and you, or the contract between the wholesaler and you, and the assignments between you and your buyer. And chances are the wholesaler would have already submitted their contract, already opened title to start the title search process by now. Normally that's how it's done, but if not, you can now do that. Okay, you can now submit all of this to a title company. And if the wholesaler had already opened title, then of course you just use the same title company. You don't need another one. But if they have not opened a title yet, they have not start the title search process yet, then go ahead and start that now, and submit it to a investor-friendly title company. You can ask the wholesaler for one, or you can ask other investors in town to refer you one, or call around to different title companies and ask them if if they do closings for investors where you assign the contract to your buyer. Okay, so the best way is just to get referrals from other investors, because then you'll get title companies that will understand exactly how we do our business. Okay, all right. And so once you submit all the contracts and assignments, assuming if the title has already been opened by the wholesaler, then go ahead and ask for a title commitment. The title company might give it to you because now you're part of the transaction. If not, because you're not a seller nor a buyer, you can ask for the title commitment from the wholesaler to give it to you. But most title companies will give it to you because you have an assignment on the property. Okay, so ask for title commitment. Now, if title is not yet open, then ask them to send you the title commitment as soon as they have it, which typically will happen within 5 to 7 business days if you don't rush them. If you rush them, you can get it sooner than that. And then find out from them if there's any title issues that need to be cleared, and if you just ask them that, they'll look at the Schedule C on the title commitment, and they'll tell you if there's anything that any title issues that needed to be cleared, and they'll let you know what it is and what you need to do to get it cleared. Okay, so work with them, work with the wholesaler. Chances are the wholesaler already know how to do these things, but just in case they don't, you know it for yourself what you need to do. Okay, and then also ask them for a preliminary HUD-1 settlement statement. Basically, this is it's a settlement statement. It's like a sheet that detailed out what the sales price is, all of the numbers that deal with that property, the sales price, the loan amount, all the fees, escrow fees, all of that stuff. How much the seller needs it's going to get from closing, how much the buyer needs to bring to closing, things like that. All of that is in this HUD-1 settlement statement. So ask them to send you a preliminary one so you can know what kind of fees they charge, and and let your buyers know preliminary how much they should expect to bring to closing. Okay, and ask wholesaler to ask the seller if they have an existing survey. Okay, if they have an existing survey, that's great. If they don't have an existing survey, or even if they do have an existing survey, get them to fax that over to or either fax it or bring it to the title company so the title company can have access to that, and ask the lender, the buyer and the buyer's lender, to see what if the buyer's using a private money lender or hard money lender, doesn't matter. I'll just put hard money here. If they are okay with the survey that's there. If there's no survey, then ask them if they require a survey. If they do, then they're gonna have to order a survey, and depending on the contract, whether or not the seller's gonna have to pay for that survey or the buyer's gonna have to pay for that survey. I don't know about your state, but here in Texas, our surveys are about $300 to $350. Okay, so if there's an existing survey from the seller, that's great. A lot of lenders, as long as there's a survey, they're okay with it. Even if it's like 15, 20 years old, it's okay, and the title companies will be okay with that as well. If the if the buyers are using private or hard money lenders, find out if the lenders are going to require for an appraisal. Typically, private lenders don't require an appraisal. As long as you give them some comps, they'll be satisfied with that. But hard money lenders, on the other hand, do require appraisals, and so make sure you have the buyers move forward with working with the hard money lender to order appraisal on the property, and also find out if there's get the buyer to go ahead and get quotes for hazard insurance, because the lender's going to need that as well. So get all of these things in place. All right, so I'll review this real quick. So first, you submit all of the contracts, then you ask them for title commitments if they already have it. If not, to email it to you as soon as possible. As soon as the title commitment's ready, you need to ask them, is there any title issues that needs to be cleared, needs to be cleaned up before you can move forward to closing, so that way nothing is going to get delayed. You're going to ask them for a preliminary HUD-1 settlement statement, so you know what all the fees are, how much the buyer needs to bring, things of that nature. All right, make sure you find out if a survey is in place. If it's not in place, find out if the buyer and the lender is going to need to buy one. If you do, you need to go ahead and let the title company know that, and the title company will order a survey. Okay, an appraisal is normally ordered by the hard money lender if the hard money lender requires it. If you're dealing with a private lender, then chances are you'll have to order the appraisal, so that way you can show it to them. That's assuming if they require an appraisal from you. Most of the hard money private lenders I deal with, well, all of the private lenders I've dealt with, have never required for me to get an appraisal. They just need to get comps from me. Okay, and yeah, make sure the buyers go ahead and move forward to getting hazard insurance as well, and at least getting a quote for it, and they don't have to buy it until closing, so they don't have to pay for it ahead of time. They can just pay for it at closing. Okay. All right, your homework for today is actually no homework. Hey, yay, you like that? So it's time for you to catch up. If you haven't gotten a contract with a buyer by now on the property that you have, go ahead and continue to look for buyers, get it under contract, and yeah, and so that's all you have to do for now. We're going to still continue with Module 3 contest, which is whoever has the most investor lenders committed is going to win a private lender list from us. All right, so we're going to continue this Module 3 contest. And if you have any questions for me, go ahead and submit it in the forum. I'm going through and I'm going to be answering all of the questions in the forums on a video like this pretty soon here. So go ahead and submit all of your questions to the forum. Go to 1000dealsin30days.com. Top right corner, click on member access, log in with your email address, and ask all of your questions in the forum. Okay. All right. So with that, I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to training you on the next video. Bye bye for now.